back. Well, with us today from the Hearing Well Club is somebody who is very, very passionate about helping folks out who, well, they want to hear their meetings better. They just want to have better lives. And Tony Berrien is here with us today. And you're a real solid force in this, aren't you?
Thank you. I'm really delighted to be here and share, who we are. We believe that educated consumers hear better, and so that's what the Hearing Well Club is all about: is educating people with hearing loss, to make better choices, to make the correct choices. Like for hearing aids, we don't sell hearing aids.
No,
we don't sell anything. We're just here to offer support. All of our meetings are captioned. We have a live court reporter that comes in.
Wow.
And it is a sponsored feature, caption call. It pays for the captioning.
Okay.
And our room is looped for people with telecoil. So there's lots of ways they won't miss a single word when they come. A lot of people think that they're not going to be able to hear, which is pretty typical of a lot of club meetings. They can hear, but they don't understand.
Exactly.
Well, we're changing that.
And, we've had people on from all different kinds of businesses and all, and even people who, doctors on who deal with Alzheimer's, and talk about how hearing loss can play a role in that. And, people feeling just left out, right?
Yes. Exactly. Well, we don't really hear with our ears. We hear with our brain.
That's true. This
is just a vessel where the sound goes in. But if the sound doesn't reach up here, then those parts of the brain can atrophy, and that's part of dementia.
Yeah.
So the earlier people can treat their hearing loss with hearing aids, the better.
That's true. Now, you're going to have a special speaker coming on at your meeting, which is next week. It's a week from today, October 10th.
Not only that, Village TV is going to come and record it.
All right.
So I'm so excited about that.
Very good. And it's at the Performing Arts Center in Dining Room 2.
Yes.
Yeah, 2 o'clock. You can be there a little bit early, though, right? For cookies and stuff.
Yes.
So tell us about your guest speaker.
Okay. So Paul Sanchez is he works for the Department of Consumer Affairs.
Okay.
Very specifically, he's with the speech pathologist, audiologist, and hearing aid dispensers board. And so
interesting.
He polices, regulates. So some of the things he's going to be talking about is the differences. I'm asked all the time, what's the difference? Should I go to an audiologist? Should I go to a hearing aid dispenser? So he is going to talk about the difference between the two, the education, the licensing requirements. And so that might help somebody make a decision.
Right.
He's going to talk about hearing aid trial periods. He's going to be talking about deposits and purchase receipts, and how to file a complaint if you need to.
Okay, and that's what the Department of Consumer Affairs is about.
Right, and people are invited to bring their questions. We'll be opening the floor, and he'll be answering questions. Anybody has
I think that's a really good event you're having there.
He's coming all the way from Sacramento. I'm just so thrilled that
because anything to do with consumer affairs.
Right.
But particularly something like this, and you're very right, people can get confused when, do I need somebody who has a doctor in front of their name or not?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And we've even seen, although it's probably less so now, I can remember, several years ago, you'd go into some of the department stores. Do you remember? And they had a hearing section in there. They sold hearing aids, and that was a long time ago, but I do remember that.
Sears, they did that.
Sears, yes, that's the one. That was, we're dating ourselves, but back then it was a very good service.
Over-the-counter hearing aids is actually been passed by the federal government, and so we're going to have regulated over-the-counter hearing aids. But since they just passed, it's going to be a while before everything rolls out. So
that's interesting.
So we'll talk about that another time when I get more information.
Yeah, that's really interesting.
Yes.
Wow. But this is going to be a great meeting, and I really think that you guys do an awful lot, all the people who are with the Hearing Well Club, but something like this, you can really answer some very significant questions and points about what to look for when the time comes you need hearing aids, or you think you do, let's say you're already at that point, you've already gone to maybe your general doctor or whatever, and they kind of figured it out to some point, where do you go? Who do you talk to?
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's
there's so many brands.
We
and all
cover
kinds
that
of
kind
stuff.
of information in meetings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, you were mentioning that coming up in October, you have a few other things,
Yes,
right?
so we have basic iPhone training for seniors with hearing
very
loss.
good.
And this is the teachers and trainers are coming from California Telephone Access, Public Utilities Commission. And the October class is already filled, but we're taking reservations for November and December. And it's very specifically to help people with their iPhone. Android will be taught next year.
Okay.
But right now it's just iPhone, how to hear better on the phone and basic settings, how to set them to maximize your hearing. And that's
Very
going to be
good.
on October the 16th. The Hearing Well Club's going to be at the Village Senior Games. So we'll be at the opening ceremony.
All right,
So
very good.
we'll have a table, come by and see us. And on October the 25th, in recognition of Audiology Awareness Month, we have a very special meeting, RSVP only, seats are limited. Our club advisor, Ann Mundell-Noel from Ultimate Hearing, will be talking about getting the maximum use out of the hearing aids you have.
Okay.
And what to look for if you're going to be buying new hearing aids, new
Very good.
technology.
Very good,
So
yeah.
she's going to be covering all of those. And so people would have to call an RSVP
Okay.
to get the location, and because we only have 30 seats.
Okay, and I'm going to give you the phone number.
Okay.
And you can voice or text this. Isn't that a great thing nowadays? I mean, of course, it's been going on for a long time, but just what a helpful thing of
Yeah.
texting.